YouTube faithful, what's going on? It is Throwback Thursday, Trusting Thursday, I don't know, whatever it is, but we don't have a lot of MLB games and we only have one NBA game today. So what I'm going to do is give you probably just three, maybe even two of my favorite picks for you guys today. But before I get into that, I'm asking you to smash the like button. Yesterday's video was a full sweep. Top to bottom, NBA and MLB, I gave it all away. Which, speaking of, it's come to my attention that I'm giving it away too much on the YouTube. My thought and plan was that if I give you guys most of the plays via the YouTube, that once you cash, you would then come into my Discord and hopefully want to join up and be in the live streams and be a part of the community as like a thank you. But apparently, people think that that's a bad strategy. So I'm going to have to adjust. And you know what? They're probably right because I don't understand it myself. My YouTube videos, unlike everyone else's, is I pretty much give you a full analysis on every play that I like top to bottom, whether it's in the Discord, on the YouTube. And then my hope is you come into the Discord for the live streams where we build live slips. I give you the projection sheets, plus you get additional plays that weren't mentioned on the YouTube. But it's okay. I can adjust. I can adapt. But as you can see here, yesterday was a complete Nagasaki type day. Every NBA play hit. Robinson, Randall, Butler, Kuminga, Brunson, Sweet, Brown, Derek White. Cash it all. No red squares yesterday. Cashed on Sleeper. Cashed on PrizePicks, cashed on this. All of this was in the Discord. I discussed it on YouTube, but gave the actual lineups in the Discord. The links were there. All you had to do was click it. Now, the ParlayPlay NUKE was built on YouTube Live, which also cashed. This was my big lineup that I did yesterday. As you can see, it posted before. Randall soared all the way. I went conservative with Scooble and Ohtani, and they ended up cashing their demons. Scooble was the play of the day. I told you Judge and Ohtani were hitting home runs yesterday. They both hit a home run. I told you Brian Reynolds under half a fantasy score. I wore my Pirate jersey to reverse jinx. Cash it. Made this one on the live stream. Yoshi over 5.5, under 6.5. Crushed bats. Surgically figured out Yoshi to the T. And this was the ParlayPlay lineup, the 3-man I gave you guys with the Randall boost. This was the $250 NUKE. Built it live on this channel. Cash it sweat free too, man. It was sweat free. Let's call a spade a spade. They all hit their demons. I didn't even need to be conservative, but that's fine. I'm not a greedy man. That's why my Discord price is cheap as hell. And then the other one, all of this was given away on the YouTube ParlayPlay. All of it, dude. All three of those lineups for ParlayPlay were given away on this channel. And for those being like, oh, well, did you post it? This is the Discord links direct. Okay, it's all there. And the prop list is there too. But without further ado, let's talk about today's picks. Had to run my victory lap there. We're going to build a ParlayPlay lineup. We're going to talk about PrizePicks today. We got NBA. It's going to be real short and sweet today, guys. We'll run through the model crushed bats. But first, the Joker. Where are we going? He's at home in an elimination game. You see what happens in elimination games. Guys tend to go off and Joker plays well at home. Bang. This right here is the de facto square for Joker. If you want to take his points at 28.5, my projection model's pushing him all the way to 29, which I would show you that, but people are screenshotting that and then getting my model for free and avoiding the Discord. So people are going to roach up, so I got to adapt. But anyways, 11.5 rebounds. If you pair it with any random square, it's 2x. Now, if you, let's say you want to take him at 12.5, why wouldn't you? Because you're only literally getting 25 cents extra on the dollar, okay? So here, if you pair it with any random square, it's 2.25x. We'll keep your quarter, and then I'll ask him to get 12 rebounds instead of 13. So that is my favorite NBA play right there, the Joker. That is what I'm going to give you today. Cut and simple on Joker. There's a bunch of other ones. They're posted in the Discord right now. And then we are going to go over, well, I'll talk about one more NBA square that I think you should have your eyes on, which is Gilgeous-Alexander less half a dunk. This is going to be super sweaty. I don't care. It's my sweat prop today. I'm giving it to you on YouTube because it's most likely going to be a horrible sweat. But you know what? That is what I will give you here. This is a 2-man you can take. If it sells, it sells. But less half a dunk on Alexander. Playing in higher altitude. I don't think he's going to get a runaway to the rim. He may, but if he gets a coast-to-coast steal and dunk, it is what it is. But less half a dunk, I'm taking it. But the fact that PrizePicks has it up here when he hasn't dunked in 3 games kind of makes me sus because he is due a dunk. I just think it's more likely that he would do it at home, which he did in the first 2, than doing it on the road. So I'll stick with that. That's my NBA analysis. Again, today's going to be a short video. There's not a big slate. 1 NBA game and 1 MLB game. I was going to talk about PGA, but it's already going on, and round 1 has been a disaster class. So let's talk about MLB. Now, if you've been living under a rock and haven't been watching the videos, Old Crush has been building a tool called Crushed Bats, hitters and pitchers. The pitcher side, I'm getting ready to deploy it. There's no more features being added. I lied. There's one more feature being added, which is the head-to-head, which I wasn't going to add it, but I decided to add it. So yeah, you'll see a little head-to-head blurb on there, but everything else is done. It's going to be deployed hopefully by the end of the week. By the way, if you have any experience deploying web apps, okay, like meaning you can take my Visual Studio Code, which is where I built this, which is a Python, it's built on Python 3 and Flask. If you have experience in deploying it onto, say, something like Render or something, and you want to help your boy out, send me an email. My email is at the bottom of my website, CaptainCrush.net. I don't want to give it out here because spam bots and people will get a hold of it, but you can go to the website and get it. Let me know if you want to help me out, get it across the finish line. I can do it myself, but I would like to have someone that's an expert help me out. That would be sick. So MLB today, we don't have a lot of elite pitchers. We have Hunter Brown, who's in a grueling, tough matchup. Can he get 7 Ks? Well, that's debatable. Can he get 6 Ks? You betcha. I think he's getting 6 Ks today. So Hunter Brown, 5.5 strikeouts. It's a reason. Look at this. Look at the range of outcomes. 4.5, 5.5, 7.5, 8.5, 6.5, 9.5. If you're looking for just a straight up 2x square, okay, I told you Joker, but this is your other one. So now you can take Joker 11.5 rebounds and Hunter Brown 4.5 pitcher strikeouts, pair it with any other random square you like. You have to do some legwork, and you are guaranteed basically a double up if those hit, okay? Joker should be getting 12 rebounds at home, and Hunter Brown should be able to get 5 strikeouts here. So all you have to do is come up with another square, which I will help you with that momentarily. But I personally think it's worth it to take him at 5.5 because it's, look at this, it's paying 2.5x, so an extra 50 cents on the dollar. And then they had him at 6, but now he's at 6.5. So one thing that I was going to tell you to book, I'm dibbling and dabbling thinking about this. The 12.5 pitcher strikeouts. DeGrom, he's not top tier elite like Scooble, but I think he's just under there when he's on. And Hunter Brown isn't there either. He's like, I would classify him in the same category as DeGrom, to be honest. Both of these guys are in tough matchups. Both of their teams are not easy strikeout teams, but Hunter Brown could get 9. DeGrom could get 9, okay? And then that combo would soar over. Both of them have a path. This is why I kind of am like leaning towards this now out of nowhere. I saw it. I was building this video and I was like, man, that actually could be a good square. So let's go over here to Crushed Bats and let's run the numbers. Now, if you haven't seen this before, I have the Vegas odds here for you. I have the matchup analysis. I have the historical trends, their last 5, and then I basically give all the data. We run it 10,000 times in an instant and it gives you a result. And I give it to you. I give you the recommendation. Take less, no clear value, take more, factor in weather, matchup, recent performance, everything you can think of, comment guy. It's factored into the mix to give you the most real-time simulation possible for every pitcher that plays that day. Okay, so let's look at Hunter Brown. You can see 6.5 is his line and it's juiced under heavily. Hits allowed 4.5, it's juiced under. Earned runs 1.5, juiced over. Walks, juiced over. Outs, 18.5, juiced under, okay? Look, they don't strike out a lot. They don't. The Rangers, they're 7.7. The league average is 8.5. Their batting average, though, they're not getting a lot of hits either. .233, lower than the league average. So let's factor that in. Let's take a look at Hunter Brown's historical last 5 and see if we can find a trend. Well, he started here at 4 on April 15. Then look, that was an outlier game because then look, 9 versus the Royals, I believe. Another 9, another 9, and then another 9, okay? And speaking of which, I will probably, before the final release, I will probably add in where this is the last 5, shows you what they got. I assume you guys all have Pick Finder and Outlier, so you didn't need it, but maybe I'll throw in like right next to the date what the team was that they played, so you can get a little bit of a idea of who it was against. But I know one of these teams was the Royals, and the Royals do not strike out a lot at all, and he still was able to get 9. But another team was the Reds and the White Sox. You know what? I will probably add that in. Hopefully it doesn't break everything, because like I said, it's ready to go, and yeah, I can see that would have value, okay? But I didn't build this tool to give you historical stats. There's a ton of apps for that. I built this to just give you, do I take over or do I take under? Period. Okay, but here we go. 999. So you can see he's leveling off at 9. So trend-wise, he should stay there or dip probably down to like 5. And then let's run the numbers. Okay, so we're looking at 5.5 Ks, 1.5 earned runs, 4.5 hits allowed, 1.5 walks. We're going to run it 10,000 times and you can see bang, bang. 6.9 is the projection. Earned runs 1.3, hits allowed 4, walks 1.8, innings pitched 17.8. That all aligns with the Vegas odds because they use similar ways to make their lines, all about probabilities. So you can see he's going over 5.5 68% of the time, under 1.5 38%, or over 1.5 38% of the time, 4.5 hits 37%, walks 55%. Okay, so just looking at this, we would know 5.5 is the optimal line. We would be leaning on looking at the unders for the earned runs and hits allowed, which this is the recommendation table. Strikeouts, take more, 5.5. Earned runs, take less. Hits allowed, take less. Walks, you would take more. Okay, now which ones have the highest probability? Well, under 4.5 hits allowed, under 1.5 earned runs. Those are 38 and 37, so 63 and 62. Strikeouts trump that, so 5.5 is his best line. It's that easy, guys. 5.5 is his best line. Now, this shows the weather, but they're playing in a dome anyway, so it's not really factoring it in. But 5.5 is what we want to take. And you see his top projection, 6.9. That's almost 7. Now, let's go look at DeGrom. Strikeouts, 6.5, 6.5. It's not a good matchup either. They strike out less than the league average, but they also hit more than the league average, as you could see. And his historical trends, he's all over the place. 7, 6, 7, all the way down here to 3, and then he bounced up all the way up here to 10. I think he's going to come right back down here to 6 or 7. That is his range of outcomes today. So DeGrom's line is 6.5 on PrizePicks, I believe. 1.5 earned runs, hits allowed 1.5. Let's see. Hits allowed 4.5, earned run. Yeah, okay. So let's run it. And here you go. The simulation is putting him at 5.5. So that means in 10,000 sample size, not just 1 or 2 or 3 starts, but 10,000 iterations, he's coming back going with 5.5 Ks, only going over 6.5, 33% of the time. So we'd be leaning under. Okay, but here's the deal. That still leaves 33% of the time where he gets 7 Ks. You cannot forget about that. So even if you take under, which hits 67% of the time, that would be optimal. You still know that we're still gambling at the end of the day. This is how the sports books make their lines, guys. The same way that I built this model. Because look, he's projected for 5.5. What was Hunter Brown projected for? Do you remember? 6.9. That's basically 7. This is basically 5.5. What does that equal? 12.5, chat. Now let's go back. What is the line? 12.5. Do you see the surgery that is going on here? I literally built my model to match the Vegas theory of the way they make their lines to give you guys the best chance to win. We have been using this for 10, 12, 14 days now since the final tweaks, and we have been smashing. If you don't believe me, we will go over the daily prop list shortly, but look. Take less on 6.5. You avoid the earned runs prop, avoid the hits allowed, and you would take less on 1.5 walks. It's that simple, guys. I made this as easy as possible for you, and you will get it by joining the Discord. It's only for Discord users. You buy the Dub Club, which gives you the Discord, which will give you access to this. This is called Crushed Bats, and there's a hitter side too, which is on my other computer you can't see. That will be released right after this one, and they're going to work hand in glove, and MLB runs all summer long. You're going to want to cook, and I'm working on a WNBA one too for the WNBA coming up too. I got it all coming for you guys. Lock in now before the price goes up. So go on over to CaptainCrush.net, guys, before the promo expires. The silver just gives you my daily playlist. If you want that, you don't want any Discord access, you don't want the models, you just want some plays, that's for you. If you want the live stream access, my direct slips, my community chat, the gold package is for you, okay? That'll take you to the Dub Club. It's $24.99 a month usually. I have a promo code for first-time members. It's promo code BATS with 2 S's. Because I messed up, and it'll give you your first month for $15. Guys, I am giving it away at that price for you. The reason I'm doing it so low for that is because I believe you stick around for a month, you get in, you're on the fence. I don't want to pay $15 for some. Okay, fine. Get the value that I'm giving you, and then you will resubscribe for the normal price. That's my whole line of thought. I'm keeping it 100% honest with you. Give you an incentive to get in early so you can see the value, and then you should want to stick around, okay? You would have been able to be a part of all these dubs yesterday and literally 10x or more your coin. just from signing up. We had the live stream yesterday. We had the slips. We had the daily prop list. You get my projection sheets. You're going to have those models. I mean, I do it all for you guys. Use this promo code before it expires because I probably won't be having any other ones after that. Get in the mix, guys. Show if you cashed yesterday, especially show support to your boy. I'm able to do this every day because of my loyal community. Okay, understand that. That is why. So if I'm helping you out, help me out. I told you we were going to build a nuke on Parlay Play. No lies, detective. Let's go. Let's see what they got for the promo right off the rip. They got Murray. They got Connor. They got, Yarny today versus Bido. Let's call him Beto. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I don't know if I want to push my luck. He hit a home run at his first at bat yesterday. Loved it, man. It was so sweat-free. He was due. I told you guys he was due. I'll have to check with my boy Faceless on this hockey prop. I don't really know what's good. We might have to go the old-fashioned way. I don't really want to take Jamal Murray. So let's go with Joker, see what they got. 11.5, that's in the mix. Alexander's RA, 11.5. We'll go there. Do they have over half a dunk for him on here? No, they don't. Interesting. Ooh, less 2.5 turnovers. Let me check my model. You know what? I like his RA, but for this particular lineup, I'm going to go for it, dude. Why not? I'm going to go for it. I'm not nuking today. I'm going to make a big lineup, but I'm not nuking because there's no reason to. Never go big after a big day, okay? You just don't do that. It's not optimal. So I'm going to take less on my boy Alexander. Either way, I win because I want Alexander to go yard. I want us to close it out today, but if they don't, it's fine. Because I'll get paid if Alexander has a bad game. Now, here's the other thing. There's an app called Kalshi, which I will talk about and show you that momentarily. But let's finish this. So we'll take Alexander less. And then MLB, Hunter Brown. Ooh, Hunter Brown is the boost. Oh, heck no. I didn't see that. Hunter Brown, 5.5 Ks is boosted. Oh, we're in there, bro. Let's take Alexander out. What is this if we take this right here? Oh, it's 1.7. Wow. We're almost at 2x. We need one more thing. We could keep Alex. I don't know if I want to waste my boost on something that volatile. We could take an MLB, half a hit. I don't know. I haven't had much time to look. It's early. It's only 12:30. I just need one poverty leg. Just one poverty leg to get this to 2x. That's all I need for that because of the boost. Because this is 2 goblins right here. That's what that is, by the way. Even adding 9.5 RA, which I like, doesn't put us at 2x. We could go 11.5. That would put us at 2.29. I do like that one. He should be able to get 11.5. Oh me, oh my, I'm torn. 11.5 for 2.25x or less on 30.5. Wow. I'm just going to take the RA, but you can swap in less 30.5 if you want. I just, for the big one, I'm not putting a lot on this. I'm just putting 100. The max is 250 though, but let's go 100 to 229. No nukes today. This is a quasi nuke. But there you go. If you want to get on Parlay Play, the link is in the description. You have to use the link in the description. It'll trigger code CRUSH. You deposit, you get a full deposit match, and you send me an email and I'll give you 30 days free of the Discord. If it's not working with the code or whatever, email support and tell them and then get back to me. Some people have been emailing me issues. It's promo code CRUSH. The link is in the description. Tail or fade. If you tailed yesterday, my 3 parlay play lineups I made on this video, you swept and made some serious coin. Get your Rudy Poo in the cord. Captain Crush says, stop being poverty. Now let's make one more under for the road. We'll take one with the shy less, 30.5 points. I honestly don't know anything about hockey, guys. I'm not going to pretend I do. But you know what? We'll take the Yarny boost. Can he do it back to back? Again, not nuking. 50. No, I don't want 50. I already have 100. I don't want to have too much in play. 25 to win 62. We'll do that. Tomorrow's a better slate and it's Flex Friday. Again, promo code CRUSH on Parlay Play. I hope to see you guys. That'll get you 30 days in the cord, baby. 2.5x. Now you can run the same lineups on PrizePicks if you want. In fact, I think this right here is solid. This will pay you 2.25x. Okay, you can take that combo we discussed, and that is it for PrizePicks. Now, I want to take a moment to show you guys this new app. It's not new, it's been out for a while, but I am now partnered with them. It's called Kalshi. The link will be in the description. What it is if you use code CRUSH on Kalshi, instead of the normal $10, you will get $20. You have to play through $100 and then they gift you $20. The cash outs are instant. Now, what is this? You can bet anything, any sport. Look, I'll show you this in real time. Basketball. Okay, it's legal in all 50 states. You don't have sports books, now you do. You don't bet spreads, you just bet yes or no, who's winning, the money line, okay? So you can take Denver versus OKC series winner. you can bet the game flat out, which is right here, game 6 winner. OKC is the favorite, Denver's the dog. So if you were to buy Denver, right, okay, you can literally buy, if you were to buy it, put $100 on it and it cashes, you would win $250. You would win $150. So for every 100 you bet, you make $150. All right. Now this is like trading stocks. That's how they made it legal. Here's the thing. If that percentage goes up during the day or down, you'll lose money or gain money based because it's a contract. So if it goes up to 50%, you don't even have to watch the game. It would literally, before tip-off, you could literally make money. Say Denver gets a lead mid-game, you can cash out and make your money, okay? That is the sickest thing. I've been doing it. I want OKC to win, but I bet Denver to win because I put 100 for them to win because look at the payouts. Now, if Denver gets a lead late in the second quarter or early third, I will cash out, make my profit, and then sweat OKC to win like I did the other day, and I scoop, okay? I discussed this more in the Discord. It's an amazing app. You can literally bet on anything, guys. Sports, culture, crypto, climate, economics. What is Trump going to say in his next speech? You can bet on it, man. It's crazy. And the cash outs are instant. And I'm happy to be a partner with them. Again, it's promo code CRUSH. I'll put a link in the description. Guys, good luck in all your contests. I'm excited about Crushed Bats. It's coming soon. Here's the salute. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.